Hi, my name's Liam Crowley and this is my level. The level begins with the player emerging from a tent, surrounded by a few other tents and a burning fire, in the bottom of a mountain valley. Because of this, they're able to piece together that the character wasn't traveling by themselves and that their companions recently left, given that the fire is still ignited. Because of the lighting on the nearby mountain, as well as some leading lines built into the rocks, and the breadcrumbing in the path, the player is able to piece together that they're supposed to climb the mountain. When the player proceeds up the mountain, it's a simple path with very minimal stakes that teaches them how to jump and climb up these ledges. And then the same path is propped up against the wall to imply that they should climb up this building. They can additionally go this way, but then it's blocked with some trees, and then if you go further past, there's more trees blocking it. If the player wants to, they can explore this area, and if they do, they can find an alternate path up on the other side of the building. Um, but it does gently guide you back towards this main path. Then the player using this block um, can jump across to the other building and climb up it as well. That block serves partially as a guide for the player, but then also to allow for better flow. Without that, it's really hard to jump from that building to this building, which I was pretty proud of for being able to find that solution to it. Then the player can jump across to these cliffs and climb their way up, spotting these, again, red and blue paths that lead them up. As they climb further up the mountain, they once again jump into this area and find the final area, where their party must have gone towards. This is where they combine the jumping skills that they've been taught before with steadily increasing stakes into a more difficult terrain. From here, the player passes through a gate and then cannot return back up the mountain, or back down the mountain rather, and must climb up these paths. They can then hop up here, and then onto the next one, onto the third one, and then it's an easy jump across to the last one. And they find this small little temple where their party must have gone. From there, there's plenty of room for continuation beyond this into some sort of underground city was the intent. Now, the town down at the bottom was based loosely off of Nevada City in Montana, it's a ghost town near where I grew up. And you may notice that these mountains are done using cubes rather than the landscaping tool, and that's just because in Block Mesh 1 I didn't yet know how to do the landscaping tool, so I did it with a few of these blocks and decided that it looked kind of cool, so I'd try and stick with it and see what I could come up with. And I think it ended up creating a really nice effect. Um, but it'll be interesting seeing how well it melds with other players' stuff. So I may end up having to scrap it, which is a bummer. But overall, I'm pretty proud of how this turned out and pretty proud of the environment that I've created. Thanks.